Hey everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'll be doing an unboxing, taking a quick look here at the Samsung Galaxy J2 for Straight Talk Wireless. Let's get it started. Okay, so the Samsung Galaxy J2 has been out since sometime late 2019, and Straight Talk was one of the last carriers to actually get the J2 here. Now, I've had this phone for several months myself, and I'm just now doing an unboxing on this phone. Now, this is an extremely budget device. You can pick up for around $50, maybe less, maybe a bit more, depending on where you buy this phone at. But let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. So open the flap up here. You'll see that there is the device. The specs down here is 4G LTE, runs Android 9 Pie, has a 5-inch HD display, talk time up to 18 hours, standby up to 17 days. Of course, it's Wi-Fi capable. It has 16 gigabytes internal storage. You got an SD card slot here as well. An 8 megapixel rear camera with a 5 megapixel front facing camera, and a 1.4 gigahertz quad core processor with Bluetooth 4.2 wireless technology. Let's go ahead, open the box. Okay, so here's the phone. We'll take it out, put it aside for a moment and see what comes in the box. So it does come with a removable battery, also a removable back here. You also get your Straight Talk terms and conditions guide and your quick reference manual, stuff like that. You also get a micro USB charging cable as well as just your standard Samsung wall adapter. So we'll go ahead, put all this away, and we'll look at the phone. Okay, so here's the device. Got the battery already installed. Now the battery is a 2600 milliamp hour battery. You got a pre-installed SIM card as well as your micro SD card slot right up here. Now the back cover of this device here, I figure would be a little bit textured, but it's more of a shiny back here. So let's go ahead and just pop this on the device, and it does collect fingerprints as you can see right there. But on the back you got your rear facing camera with flash as well as a rear speaker. On the side here you do have your power button. On top you have a secondary microphone. On the left you have your spaced volume rocker, really nice stuff there. On the bottom is your headset jack, microphone, and your micro USB charging port. We'll pull off the front protector there, and you have your earpiece and front facing camera. Let's go ahead and boot this phone on. There we go, Samsung Galaxy J2. So yeah, $50 for this phone. Now I believe that Walmart is selling it currently for $59.99, but I'm sure if you went on places like eBay and found one brand new sealed, you may can get one for a lot cheaper. So I would definitely check around if you're interested in a phone like this here. If you have Straight Talk, this does work on the Verizon network. So anyway, I'll go ahead and get it all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. So the phone is set up. We're good right now. Power the phone on. Now, first things first is the display. Now, it has a QHD display, and for the price point, the display really does not look that bad. I mean, don't expect no, AMOLED display, no bright, vibrant colors, but for the price point, the display, looks really nice. Now, you swipe up here for your app drawer, and there's not a lot of bloatware here on this device. Now, of course, when you activate it, it may install all the Straight Talk bloatware that it does typically install. But right now, of course, Facebook's got their nose and everything, so that's of course on there. And that's about it for right now that I can see. Let's go ahead and look at some Google stuff that's installed. Got your Google, your Chrome, of course, Gmail, YouTube, Duo, Photos, apps, stuff like that. Now, one thing that I do like seeing here on Samsung phones is it has an actual gallery app. So some may say, why does it need two gallery apps, the Google Photos and the gallery? I would much prefer using the actual gallery from the manufacturer than Google Photos. I just simply don't like Google Photos personally. But a lot of manufacturers don't really have the gallery apps, so it's nice to see that whenever you get a phone with an actual gallery app. Now, Second of all, here, I know it's going to be a big topic, and that's the bezels. Okay, now this thing does have some huge bezels on top and bottom, but you got to look at the price point here, y'all. $50 for this phone. It's going to have some things about it you don't like, and particularly is going to be those bezels, and they are pretty large. But it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and bypass all of that. Now let's go ahead and look at the drop down here. And you can see here all of your quick toggles, Wi-Fi, sound, Bluetooth. It's got your flashlight here, which you can turn on or off. Has brightness levels, so you can turn down your brightness or go a lot brighter. So that's kind of a nice thing, a nice little touch there here on this device. Airplane mode, mobile hotspot, mobile data, secure folder, Dolby Atmos, night mode, and navigation bar. If you press that right there, it automatically gets rid of, well, it might. Yeah, there we go. Actually gets rid of the buttons, so you can just swipe up here and go home. Or, of course, here for your recent apps and the right back, swipe up to go home. But I'm going to leave it where the navigation bar here is on. Now, this phone does have some delay, and I will get into some specs of this phone here in just a moment. But right now, let's go ahead and go into the settings and just browse around here for a moment. And I got your connections here for your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, airplane mode, all that kind of stuff there. Sound and vibration, notifications, got your display here as well. Outdoor mode. This phone does have night mode, so it's kind of nice to see this phone here have night mode included here on Android 9, I do believe. I'll check that here out in just a moment. Screen timeout, change it to 5 minutes, and I'm going to leave it here in dark mode just so it's easier to see here on the screen. Wallpaper, lock screen. So there is really no security here. You got your screen lock type, which is swipe, pattern, pin, password, or nothing at all. So no face unlock, nothing like that here on this device. So no fingerprint scanner, no nothing. This is just your basic standard phone here. Security here, you have your Google Play Protect, security update, secure folder, secure startup, stuff like that. Pretty much your standard stuff there. Counts and backup, Google stuff, your advanced features for direct share, reduce animations, motion, and gestures. You got smart alert, easy mute, one-handed mode, or swipe to call or send messages on or off. Let's try to see if I can go in here and find how to change the back and recents button here. Let's go to home screen. Not really sure where it's at, to be honest. If I can't find it right now, then I will just... No, you can also change your home screen grid from 4x4, 4x5, or 5x5. I'm going to leave it here at 4x4. App screen grid here is 4x5 or 5x5. So nice that you can change all that around there. But yeah, it's probably right here in front of my... There we go, navigation bar right there in front of my face. So change it here to the back on the left. Much easier for people that are left-handed. So yeah, anyway, it's back out of there. You got device care. So this phone does have 16 gigabytes of onboard storage. So go ahead and press storage here and just see how much has been used out of that 16 gigs. So 6.6 gigs has already been used. So you've only got 9.4 gigabytes available out of the box. But you do have an SD card slot for your photos and videos and music or whatever you want to add to this device. Now the memory, this phone does have 2 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, so yeah, 2 gigabytes of RAM. So typical stuff there for the price point. Battery is 2600 milliamps. So yeah, there we go. Not sure that'll hold up, but for a phone this small with a display, battery life should be decent. General management, accessibility, software update, and about phone. Now this phone runs Android 9 with One UI version 1.5. So there's not a whole lot with this device. I mean, it's just your basic standard device. Now, it does run a 1.4 gigahertz quad-core processor. I want to say from what I've read, it's an Exynos 7570 quad-core processor. Now, I could be wrong on that. I'll have to double-check that here later on. I have seen a few little glitches here and there since I have been using the phone a little bit, but this phone is going to be just for your basic usage, okay? It's not going to be for any kind of heavy gaming, really heavy usage. It's going to be for social media, taking pictures. And while I'm talking about pictures, let's go to the camera here for a moment and just see what we have going on in the camera department. Now we have your panoramic mode, your pro mode, your photo mode, video mode, and continuous shot. And you also have, let's see what else we got going on here. Got your flash. You can record here in 16:9, 4:3, and 1:1. Photos is the same way. You got 4:3, 16:9, and 1:1. Go to the settings here for a moment. Rear picture size is 8 megapixels max. Front camera is 5 megapixels max. Rear photo size is full HD 1920 by 1080 and 720. And the front is also full 1080 or 720 there as well. High efficiency video, pictures, preview, grid lines, stuff like that, shooting methods, and just all kinds of stuff like that. So pretty basic camera here. Let's take a quick picture of the straight talk box that it came in. I'm just kind of interested to see how the quality is going to be here. Taking just a quick picture. All right. And just a brief picture here. Zooming it in, it looks a bit blurry. It may not show it here on camera, but it's not really the most detailed. The box looks off-colored. It's just not, from what I've seen so far, messing around with it before, you know, when I first got it set up, the camera is not this phone's strong suit by far. Front-facing camera here as well. Get your photo mode, video mode. You also have a wide selfie mode. So, yeah, just stuff like that, basic stuff. So, $59, $50, you might be able to find it, like I said, for cheaper on eBay if you find one brand new on there, something like that. But this is a very entry-level device, and this phone could be used for anybody wanting a phone that don't want to spend a lot of money on the phone. Maybe they want to just use it for, you know, calls, text, social media, the occasional picture, video here and there. First phone for a kid, maybe your first Android phone. You know, this may be a cheap option here. Or like I said, if you want to just buy a phone just to use, then here you go, $50. I mean, it's going to get the job done. Is it the most powerful phone in the world? No. But for the price point, you can't expect flagship quality or flagship specs. All right. So this is the Samsung Galaxy J2 for Straight Talk Wireless. If it's helpful and informative in any way, hit that like button. Any questions, leave it down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Hit that bell for notifications. I'd appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.